All right, welcome back to episode number 12.
Number 12.
Number 12 of the New Comic Fans podcast. I'm your host, Joshua. And
I was just thinking about that earlier before we started the show. You know, we haven't done our little normal intro in like 3 episodes.
Oh, yeah, with who we are
Yeah.
and what our names are?
Yeah, we were like on a streak and then we stopped.
Well, what's your name?
My name's Josh.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Josh and Joshua. Thank you guys for checking out another one of our episodes. You need to stay tuned to the end. Actually, let's just go ahead and tell them now. You want to do that?
Yeah, break the news.
Let's break it now.
Okay.
We have a couple of pop figures that we're going to give away in a movie.
Yep.
To some, I guess, the loyal fans. If you want to, the way you enter, there's 2 ways to enter. You want to tell them how to enter?
You can hit us up on our email. It's newcomicfans@gmail.com. And on Twitter,
Yep.
@newcomicfans.
Yeah, that's our Twitter handle, @newcomicfans. We're the only one.
Yep.
Look for our symbol, and you'll find us.
Oh, I was like, what's our symbol? It's shining in the sky.
So our question is going to be, we've heard some rumors of who the new Batman villain is. It's going to be
Deathstroke.
possibly Deathstroke. That's correct. Our question, here's the way you get to enter in the contest. You email us or tweet at us, and say who you would like to see as the villain in the next Batman movie. It can be anyone, someone that's already been done, someone that hasn't been done, someone that's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, and give us a little explanation. Don't just say, like, the Joker. It's like, all right, but why? Like, who would it be? Why would it be that person in the Batman universe? Like, why would that person be a villain for Batman?
Right.
Yeah, I want a little bit of explanation. I don't expect it to be, like, 3 pages long. It's not like a paper for college or something. No essays, but it's up essay. But
Yeah.
we still want a little explanation.
Yeah, there's 150 characters in a tweet, so if you tweet us, try to use them all.
Yeah, or slide into our DM and just smooth like silk, and we'll read those too. But give us some feedback that enters you into the giveaway, and we'll announce the winners in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
2 weeks, I believe. We're
2
gonna
weeks.
do one this. We're gonna do the first one will be in 2 weeks, and we'll do 3 separate weeks for the drawing. So we're gonna give away like I said, the 2 pop filters, and then the Batman Under the Red Hood DVD or Blu-ray.
Or Blu-ray.
Yeah, it is the Blu-ray. Yeah. So we'll give those away, and we'll mail them to you. And does it need to be U.S. only?
Yes.
Yeah, probably U.S.
Yeah.
only. We'll check into it, and but leave us a tweet. I mean, a comment, email, tweet, whatever. Anyway, and we'll find out how much it is for international shipping and see what we can do.
Yeah. Just a little contest giveaway.
Yeah, and what we decided is we have to get at least 10 replies.
Yeah, so once we get 10, we'll let you guys know. I guess until then, we'll keep it going, or
Yeah, we'll keep it going until then,
Yeah.
and we will be reading out those emails and tweets. So make sure nothing too personal in there.
right.
We're joking. We'll use discretion, but anyway, yeah, make sure you do that. So stop what you're doing now, pause the podcast, send us an email, and tell us who you would like to see as the Batman villain.
Yeah, do it.
So that being said, now let's get into the show. We've been starting the last few weeks, we've been doing our little trivia.
Oh, we got trivia this week?
We got trivia this week.
All right.
So you ready?
I'm ready. What we got?
I came up with the trivia questions this week, so we got 5 trivia questions.
Yeah, he came up with the trivia. I came up with the show.
Something like that. Yeah, we got. Yeah, that's it.
I also have jokes.
He's got jokes too. He'll tell them later.
That was my only joke.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll try again next week. Oh, man. So these are all... Since Luke Cage is coming out in less than 3 weeks.
Who?
Luke Cage.
What's he in? Is he,
Power Man.
Never heard of him. Nah, I've heard of him.
So since we have Luke Cage coming out in a few weeks, we have... I guess you could say Netflix-inspired trivia. These are going to be all related to Daredevil.
Oh.
So here we go. Question number 1. What is Daredevil's father's profession? And you get 4 choices here. Is he a lawyer, a boxer, a butcher shop owner, or a police officer?
I'm not going to lie. The first time I read that, I thought it said Deadpool. I was like, I don't have a clue what his father's profession is. Not
Close.
quite the same, but just based off what I've seen of the show, I'm going to say he goes in his father's footsteps, and his father was a lawyer.
His father was a lawyer.
Yeah.
That is incorrect on what his father's profession is, but I'm not going to say whether that's correct or not, whether he followed in his father's footsteps.
Butcher shop owner.
That is also incorrect.
Boxer.
That is also... I'm just kidding. That's correct. He's
See,
a
I knew it
boxer.
was boxer. That's why I said it the first time.
Yeah, these are a little bit harder. So
Apparently, I haven't seen any of the Daredevil TV show.
Yeah, well, if you'd watched them, they're free to watch.
You
on
either
Netflix.
you either get me to watch the movies or the TV shows.
Or
I can't do both.
Or neither.
I've caught up a long ways on the movies, man.
That's true. Kudos to that.
Yeah. See.
Okay.
See.
Next question.
Next question.
What is Daredevil's name? Did you need the choices for this?
Yeah.
There's 4 choices again. We got Foggy Nelson, Frank Castle, Matt Murdock, or Sam Wilson.
Now, if I look at the other questions, it has Matt Murdock listed on there twice. I do like the name Frank Castle, but I'm going to go with Matt Murdock just because I can cheat and look at the rest of the questions.
You weren't supposed to look at the rest of the questions. Wow. Wow, we're a cheater over there. I should have kept your paper then.
Yep, should have kept my paper.
Okay, that's correct. Matt Murdock.
Yes. Frank Castle's a good name, though. What's that from? That's a name or game.
You said name.
Okay.
We'll discuss at the end.
Okay.
What is Matt Murdock's profession? Is he a lawyer, a boxer, a paperboy, or a bartender?
I'm going to go with lawyer.
You're not going to say he followed in his father's footsteps?
No, because I'm pretty sure in the previews I've seen, he is at least working with a lawyer. I'm pretty sure, so I'm going to say lawyer.
You didn't want to say paperboy?
No.
That's not nice. He's blind. Lawyer
partially
is
blind.
correct. Okay. All right, next. Who is Matt Murdock's partner?
Oh.
We got Foggy Nelson, Frank Castle, Electra Nachios, I don't know how you say her last name,
Nachos.
and Karen Page.
I'm going to go with Frank Castle, because I think Castle and Murdoch would sound like an awesome name for a lawyer company.
Okay, that is incorrect.
Really?
Really.
It's not Foggy, is it?
It is Foggy Nelson.
Really? That's a stupid name.
Nelson and Murdoch.
No, Castle and Murdoch sounds way better.
Nelson and Murdoch.
If you give me an option to go between two law firms, one name's Nelson and Murdoch, one name's Castle and Murdoch, I'm going to go to Castle and Murdoch all day.
Okay. All right.
You don't agree? Does that not sound like an awesome
I think Frank
lawyer
Castle's
name?
a cool name. Yeah, I do.
See?
But if I was going to pick a lawyer, Foggy Nelson, that just sounds like something that got picked on a lot, and now he's a lawyer, so he's probably like really, really smart. Frank Castle's probably like a badass.
Yeah, that's why I would go with him. He's not going to take no stuff, man. He's just going to walk in and own the courtroom.
All right, last question, and then we'll discuss who Frank Castle is.
Okay.
Wilson Fisk is known as this character: Kingpin, Kraven the Hunter, Electrode, or Punisher.
Kingpin.
We've already had one similar to that.
We've had one similar to this.
That is correct. And just so you're aware, Frank Castle is the Punisher.
Oh,
so
really?
he is a badass.
That would make sense. So 100% today.
Did you get any of them right?
I got at least 4.
You missed 2.
I said at least 4.
It was only 5.
I know. Dang it. I missed too many today. All right, well, I haven't seen the show. Don't pick on me for not watching shows.
I should have did Jessica Jones trivia today.
Right?
That's what we'll do next time.
I'm going to give you, like, a Flash TV show trivia.
Over to episode 1?
Over episode 1. That's all I've seen. Or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., whichever.
Yeah, do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I haven't seen any of those. I wouldn't know. Mary Hill.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just fix them pick back up. So we can do a weekly breakdown over Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Who? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
I know it's about to pick back up.
What season is it on?
I'm
I'm not going to start on season 4. That's not how it's going to work.
Maybe 5.
I'm going to start on season 1.
Well, then you should start watching.
I got to watch all these TV shows. I ain't got that enough time of the day.
There's like 72 episodes you got to catch up on.
Golly. Which one do you want me to watch? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or the Iron Fist people?
I don't care if you watch
What
Iron
are they
Fist.
called?
You can wait to watch Iron Fist.
No, what's that group called?
The Defenders.
The Defenders, or the Defender group.
Yes.
So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or...
Yes.
Or...
Yes.
So AOS?
Yes. What does that stand for?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay. Actually, S.H.I.E.L.D. is an acronym in itself.
Oh. What does it stand for?
I can't remember what it stands for.
Strategic Homeland Intelligence Incorporated Level of Development. I mean, that's probably pretty close, right?
It's pretty close. I'm pretty sure it's strategic hazard intervention, espionage, logistics, directorate. I'm not really sure what that word is. Oh, I'm sorry. It was changed in 1991.
Oh, okay.
It initially stood for Supreme Headquarters International Espionage Law Enforcement Division, and it was changed in 1991
to...
Actually, it's been changed again. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it is known as Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics
Division.
Yeah. Golly, that's a lot of letters.
I was like, there was no D.
Yeah.
I like mine better. Whatever it was, if you want to know what it was, just rewind and listen back. I couldn't tell you.
We don't repeat.
Right? It's not our forte.
So I adjust my mic there, get a little bit lower. So you said you watched a couple of movies last week.
I did. I watched both of the Captain America movies that are out currently on DVD or Blu-ray. Because I have to say that because Civil War is out digitally, but not for...
Yeah, we're watching it tomorrow.
We're watching that tomorrow.
So next week, we're going to do our review of Captain America Civil War #3.
Right.
Whether he watches it or not.
Well, we're watching it.
Yes, we're watching it tomorrow. So next week, that's what our show will be over. So
get your popcorn ready.
I got it ready. I bought some yesterday just for the movie.
Oh yeah.
Butter lovers and movie butter.
Popcorn and butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I watched the two Captain America movies back to back one day, then the next.
I'm assuming, like, just because I know that you love the second one more. Like
the second one was booty.
Really?
Winter Soldier was not as good as the first one.
Wow.
It wasn't even comparable to the first one.
I'm just curious what the Rotten Tomatoes scores were for the two movies.
Yeah, you look that up because there is no way the second one was better than the first one. Not even close. Second one had so many so much missing information in it, at least to me.
What was missing?
It was like towards the end, it kind of all tied together, or maybe like the second half of the movie, but it's like, oh, all of a sudden now you have the Hydra is everywhere. It's like, what? What are you talking about? Now all of a sudden, like, that doesn't help us at all. It doesn't give me any information. I didn't like it.
You don't know who Hydra is?
I did. I saw the first movie, but it was all of a sudden in the Winter Soldier. It was okay. Now Hydra's everywhere.
Well, I don't know what it shows in the movie. I can't remember.
Well, because they had this chip or whatever, this USB drive, and essentially Fury is taken out, and he's like, "We're compromised. We don't need to launch this. We need to take care of it. Make sure it doesn't happen." And he gets taken out by the Winter Soldier. And they find a spot where the chip or the USB drive goes. They put it in there, and this dude's like, "Oh yeah, Hydra's been around the whole time. Everywhere is Hydra. Like, we've infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D. and everything." It's like, are you serious? It's like, now it's a Hydra movie. It shouldn't be called Captain America: The Winter Soldier. No, it should be Captain America: Hydra is back. Back again. Like, I just didn't it took away from, to me, the whole point of the movie, which was Bucky. Trying, like, he got his mind wiped and all that. He's got to get his mind right. And it just, I don't know. I mean, it tied into it. Obviously, it had to because Hydra was behind all that, but still was kind of disappointing to me. The first one, I thought had a much better storyline, much better and coherent storyline throughout. I thought it flowed a lot better.
Well, I think though that for Captain America, that one of his big, I guess, rivals or the villains, there's not really a lot of big Captain America villains. I don't know that they could have done in the movies. And Hydra's one of them. And the thing is that Hydra was hiding in plain sight. So, because Captain America is a big SHIELD advocate. And that's clear from the Avengers movie. Like, he's like pro SHIELD. And he's cool with that. He's like on board with that. And then he finds out that all these people he trusted were not his friends. He's left alone. And as far as Bucky's his best friend from as a child. He is still young, like Chris Evans, like Steve Rogers is. He's still young because he's been manipulated by Hydra,
right?
And he's been trained to be a killing machine. And now Captain America has to take him out. He has to. I mean, it's weird because he's got to take him out to where he doesn't want to kill him,
of course,
but also he's Hydra,
right?
So, I mean, I thought, and also, I may be familiar with this because of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but yeah, like, they, like, completely took S.H.I.E.L.D. down. Like, this was a massive effect because it changes everything because you don't see, well, you haven't seen the movie, so you can't see what happens. But there's, like, this movie lays out consequences for the next several movies.
Right. Well, that's what I was telling you after I watched this movie was the Marvel movies are meant to be watched in a specific order. They're meant to be watched in the order that they are released in, not jump from movie to movie to movie. Because I watched Age of Ultron before I saw any of the Captain America movies. Well, the ending of The Winter Soldier ties into Age of Ultron because S.H.I.E.L.D. is no longer, and Fury's disappeared. Nobody knows where he's at, and then he shows back up in Age of Ultron. So it's
right.
like that. I already knew that was going to happen, so I knew he wasn't dead. Like, I knew that was going to happen. Whereas if you actually watch the movies in the correct timeline,
well,
it shows a better.
Winter Soldier was before Age of Ultron.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it shows a better storyline where I already knew what was going to. I already knew what was going to happen. Where yeah. I knew people were going to be backing around and stuff like that. So, and then I was curious, like, okay, why is Falcon all of a sudden a part of the Avengers? Like, I never saw that, which was into the Winter Soldier. It's like having watched them out of the order, I was confused at some parts. You haven't seen
Falcon yet.
He was a huge role in the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, but that's the first movie he's in.
Right.
Or Ant-Man was, one of those two. No, I guess that one was.
Well, because Falcon was also in Ant-Man for a little bit. And he was at Avengers, like the Avengers headquarters. And I'm like, well...
But Falcon wasn't in Ultron, was he?
Maybe not. So, well, I don't remember if there was anybody else that could fly besides Vision. He might not have been in. He might not have been in Ultron.
Fly.
Oh yeah, that.
So looking at I got two things here. I got IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. So Captain America: The First Avenger, it has an 80% score on Rotten Tomatoes and a 74% score for the audience. Not bad, right?
Right.
Well,
compared to Batman vs Superman, great movie.
True story. The Winter Soldier is 92% liked by the audience.
Okay.
Which is 18% higher, and it's 89% liked by the Rotten Tomatoes score, which is 9% higher.
Okay. And now, I could attribute that to time frame, though.
The first of... What?
I could attribute that to timing, because the Captain America, the First Avenger, obviously out before the Winter Soldier, and the Winter Soldier has considerably more of the Avengers in it.
It only has one Avenger in it.
That's like twice the amount that was in the First Avenger.
There was one Avenger in... But that doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, you've already had the storyline built up. Of course, it's going to be received better to the majority of the fans.
Iron Man 1 is considered the best Iron Man movie, and it was the very first of all of the Avenger movies.
All right, Iron Man 2 wasn't very good.
So, and then on IMDb, the first Avenger has a 6.9 score, and the Winter Soldier has a 7.8.
Okay.
So fans and critics agree.
Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I say the first Captain America was better than the Winter Soldier. And I will stand by that.
But I think you could actually probably watch these in a different order. Because I think you could probably watch Captain America, the first Avenger first. And then get into the Iron Man movies and it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Even though that's not the order they came out in. I can't remember the exact order off the top of my head. But
well, it seems weird. Well, I get it, but it seems weird because there's a lot of the past in the first Avenger movie that ties into the future. Like Tony's dad's in Howard Stark's in the first Captain America movie.
Right. Yep.
It's like, so he's aware of all that. Like, he was around all that the entire time. He knows who Tony's dad was. Like, obviously.
And the Tesseract?
Yeah. Yeah. That was in there too.
It shows up in Avengers.
I was like, which is, movie. I think it's kind of interesting because it just falls, goes through the ship and disappears, and it's just left there for somebody else to find eventually.
And they did.
Eventually.
Yeah, who found it in the second one?
Loki.
In the Avengers. Loki took it, but he didn't find it.
I don't know. I haven't seen that one in a long time. That was, other than Iron Man, that was the other Avenger Marvel movie that I had seen. Or Marvel movie I'd seen. Right. Obviously, it was the only Avenger movie.
But overall, you liked them both?
They were pretty good. I think he plays a really good Captain America. For sure.
He is pretty good Captain America. Chris Evans does a good job. Falcon's pretty good too. I can't remember what his character's name is. Sam Wilson, but I can't remember who the actor is.
I thought he plays a really good Falcon to me.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I like the kind of surprise where he was like, I was a pilot and my buddy got shot down. They're like, oh, sorry. Then he's like, this is what we use. They're like, you said you were a pilot. And he's like, I didn't say it was an airplane. It's like an experimental suit.
Right.
Which I thought was weird because I thought that was, at least in the cartoon shows and stuff, it's given to him from Iron Man. Is how I understood it.
Yeah, well, it's Stark Tech is what it is.
Okay.
I don't know if it is in the show too or not. I'm sure it is a little bit. I mean, I don't know who else has that kind of tech in the movie universe right now.
Right.
But yeah, and he's not in the cartoon. Sam Wilson is like a young Tony Stark. He's brilliant. He's like a genius.
Right.
And I don't know that he is in the.
Yeah, he was more of a military guy. I mean, he could have been a smart guy in the military, but he just seemed to be a member of the military, not necessarily like R&D division or anything like that.
Right.
So.
And he seems older. I would say he's closer to 30 in the movies.
Yeah.
And I think in the cartoon he's probably closer to
28, 29,
23, 22 somewhere. Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe 19. I mean, he's like young.
Right.
Young.
Right.
So you're finally going to get to see the new Spider-Man.
Yep.
On screen.
I'm kind of sad though because I never saw the second Spider-Man.
Oh man, I liked them.
The only one I saw was Tobey Maguire. I saw all of his Spider-Man movies.
The first one was good, even though a lot of people say the second one is the best Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, so I didn't see any of the who was the second Spider-Man?
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, I didn't see any of his.
He was great. I thought I loved his Spider-Man.
So the one that's
Gwen Stacy's in it as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Played by Emma Stone.
I need to watch it then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Emma Stone's not bad to look at. And she's a really good actress, so.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like a double whammy. She can act and she looks good. So the new Spider-Man that's in Civil War,
Tom Holland?
His first movie is going to be the Homecoming movie coming out later. Correct?
No, it was Civil War.
Well, I mean, first Spider-Man movie.
Yes.
That's what I meant.
Okay. I thought you meant as a Spider-Man. Yeah, no.
Oh, no. Like his first standalone movie.
Yeah, so Spider-Man Homecoming will follow the events of Civil War. Yeah, I don't know all the details yet. We've seen we've heard. I mean, we've read a few details and talked about it on the show a little bit. I believe that the villain is going to be
Wasn't it the Vulture?
the Vulture.
I almost said the Falcon.
He's going to be played by Michael Keaton, I believe.
That's gonna be weird though, because Spider-Man's like a young kid and Michael Keaton's like super old.
Right, which that's how it is for a lot of the villains. That it was kind of weird with Tobey Maguire. I mean, even though he did okay as Spider-Man, but he was like 30 is what he looked like.
Yeah. He just had that weird like look to him, I guess. Maybe it was post Lord of the Rings, and he was like just drained.
Wait, he was in Lord of the Rings?
Wasn't he in Lord of the Rings?
What?
Wasn't Tobey Maguire in Lord of the Rings?
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna look it up.
Now you look it up. I'm willing to. I will bet. I don't think he was in Lord of the Rings. He was in Love Actually. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Love Actually of all the movies, really?
I don't know. Isn't that Elijah Wood in Lord of the Rings?
It might be Elijah Wood.
Yeah, he was Elijah Wood. That he also was. He's gonna be in a new movie coming up too, I think. Golly, maybe he's in. No.
What was Tobey Maguire was in something before Spider-Man?
Yeah, he was in probably several movies before Spider-Man, but he's known as Spider-Man now. That's a lot of information for no movies.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't in Lord of the Rings. Maybe that was Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood, I'm pretty sure, was in Lord of the Rings. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
I think that's what it was. My bad, Elijah. Y'all look alike.
Really? Do they look alike?
No.
Okay. Is he going to be... Who's playing the new Flash?
I don't know. Yeah, they look really close to same.
Elijah Wood looks like Harry Potter.
Daniel Radcliffe? He looks not well, he does look quite a bit like Daniel Radcliffe, but no. Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller, yeah, that's right. I get the Ezra Miller and Elijah Wood mixed up for some reason. They don't really look alike.
They don't look anything
but their
alike.
names are the same. Ezra and Elijah.
Yeah, they don't look anywhere close to the same.
It's their names. It's not the.
Okay, I'll give you that.
They have two biblical names, and they're. Well, I guess Ezra may not be. I don't know. I don't remember there being an Ezra, but Elijah is definitely a biblical name. But anyway, all right. So, any more Captain America talk? Any expectations for the movie? We're gonna watch it tomorrow.
I'm pretty excited to see what's going to happen because they've introduced, at least to me, a ton of characters.
Yeah, I think there's a few new ones,
and there's going to be more being introduced. I know Black Panther's in it, and
Yep.
I've heard from everywhere that he stole the show. Like that's pretty much the consensus all around. Him and Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's pretty good in it.
Like stole the show, so it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out.
Plus, you have people like Vision. Vision's getting a little bit larger role. Well, I don't know about larger role, but Vision's getting expanded a little bit. He kind of was in and out of Ultron. He wasn't a lot in there.
Yeah.
A lot of him in there. Then you have
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
I thought it was interesting that now she can float or fly at the very least, where before she was just barely getting used to her powers. So
you got Falcon in it again. You're gonna see some Ant-Man. Although if you saw Ant-Man, that pretty much explains who he is. But yeah, they kind of develop a little bit more, and they develop some chemistry between each other.
Okay. Looking forward to seeing on 100% who's got what side. Last week's episode, we kind of went through and I picked who was on what side, and potentially if anybody dies. Having not seen the movie, I don't know, but I gave my thoughts on that. So if you wanted to know what my thoughts were, go check out last week's episode.
Yep, check them out.
I'm pretty knowledgeable when it comes to stuff like that. I'm a pretty good guesser most of the time, so we'll see how close I am after the movie.
Although you didn't guess that Superman was going to die. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I didn't, because he's Superman. Come on now.
Yeah.
Can't kill Superman.
Have you seen the photos of the black suit?
No.
The black suit is supposed to be in Justice League.
Because I did see another podcast that I know we like to watch. They tweeted out a picture. It was like hashtag mullet for Superman.
Yeah, we did. We did that. That was fun.
So I made a Joe Dirt version of that because mullet, of course.
Yeah.
Mullet for Superman. I thought that was kind of funny. So, I mean, that's the most I've seen is what that picture was. But that's about it.
Yep. So, all right. Well, we're going to go ahead and jump into what we're going to discuss today. We're 30 minutes in, so I hope you guys enjoyed our little Captain America talk.
Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers for Captain America.
Yeah, so if you haven't listened to it yet. Well, actually, we didn't really talk about any spoilers in it.
Post notice. Yeah, not really a whole lot.
We didn't really talk about the movie much.
Yeah. Hey, we're getting better.
Yeah, so I guess you know that the Winter Soldier didn't die now.
Yeah.
Because doesn't it leave it... I can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen it.
Well,
doesn't it kind of leave it up in the air?
It's almost like they both don't make it.
No, you know that Captain America makes it.
Well, I know, because he's in the hospital.
But Winter Soldier, you never know, right?
Right.
You're left wondering.
Until the end.
Oh, you do know?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in the Smithsonian.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He looks at the Bucky Barnes thing. I forgot about that.
That was still a funny part. Him and Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson are out running, and they're talking. He's like, yeah, you need to work on your endurance or something like that. Because Captain's got superpowers, essentially.
Yeah, and he's running.
Yeah,
he's like lapping him.
And Natasha rolls up. She goes, something about the Smithsonian because I need to drop off a fossil. And I was like, oh! Talking about Captain because he's so old. I was like, that's messed up, man, but it's hilarious.
That is funny.
And then they have their little butter-up moments.
Oh,
there was wow, wow. And I don't know if that's just like part of her ability or whatever, like just to mingle and like seem interested in the guys, but I mean she does it really well.
Who's that?
Natasha, the Black Widow.
Oh yeah.
Because in that one they like
make out, right?
Yeah.
Don't they kiss?
Well, they do, but it was part of the show. But it's almost like maybe it's just the way Scarlett Johansson looked. I don't know, but
Yeah.
she does it like with almost all the guys. It's like. Is she interested in me? Like,
Right.
I don't know what's going on.
She makes a joke. Is that your first kiss since the 1930s?
Yeah. Poor guy. I've been out of practice. That bad, huh? I didn't say that.
That's funny. All right, so we're gonna move into today's topic. What we did today for our show is we have 10 characters here, 8 of them who have been in movies or who have been in films, and we're gonna pick we're gonna discuss who played them. So, for example, our first one we have is Iron Man. So we're gonna discuss Robert Downey Jr. and if we liked his Iron Man or not, and then we're gonna just offer someone else that they could have cast that we think would have fit the role good or well and done a good job.
Right. And these are our opinions. Like he doesn't know who I picked. And I don't know who he picked.
Right, that is correct.
It's just kind of like running down the list. And most of them, at least on my list, everybody's an actor or actress. There's one exception, and I'll get to it later, but I'll explain that down the line.
And we did, the only rule that Josh said is that we couldn't pick ourselves, so I had to eliminate myself from all of these except for Black Widows. But I did leave myself on there for Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's just start. Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. That's Tony Stark.
He fits that character to a T. I don't know if you could cast anybody better than him.
Yeah, he's a smartass and
he just has the look of like
a smug millionaire.
Yeah, like a smug billionaire. Yeah, like just I'm sorry, but it comes across that way. I mean, he could be a real nice dude in real life, but just even his look.
I think he plays his real life part on screen.
Well, I've been seeing some stuff on Instagram and stuff. I'll scroll through it or whatever. He wears his real clothes in the Marvel movies. Like there's one picture where he's walking around wearing a shirt, and then I think it's in Age of Ultron. He's wearing that shirt under his like blazer. He's
funny.
like he's like I do that in every movie I'm in. I wear my clothes.
That's funny.
I was like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, that's like spot on.
Yeah.
Plus, he's a big name actor, and it worked out. I think that his character has really helped build this Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Right. Because I think without him, like, it honestly would have fallen apart. It's like I think he helped get a lot of the big name people into the movies and keep them there.
You think they were big names before they joined in?
Well,
I mean, Scarlett Johansson.
Johansson.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, Chris Evans. The last thing he was in Fantastic Four. He played.
Flame on.
Yeah,
Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm. And let's see. I mean, Mark Ruffalo. I guess he's
been in a couple of decent movies. I mean, not a whole lot I would watch, but I mean, I don't know if I've seen a Robert Downey Jr. movie besides Iron Man by itself.
You haven't seen what's the one where his wife's pregnant?
Don't know.
Due Date.
No.
It's got Zach Galifianakis in it.
Yeah,
it was hilarious.
Didn't see it.
He played a smug millionaire in that one also. Okay, so who would you say could play?
Now this might be a stretch. I don't know, but I put Tom Cruise.
You think he's tall enough?
I don't think he's tall enough. I mean, you'd have to. That's what the suit's for, right?
Right.
But I think he could pull off that. Like, I'm smarter, better, and everything else better than you.
But he has the pretty boy face, right?
Right. But I think that's part of the charm.
Well, I think he needs to be a little bit rougher.
Robert Downey Jr. is rougher than Tom Cruise.
Well, he's got a rougher face.
It might just be the facial hair, but there's no way.
Yeah, the facial hair for sure.
There's no way Robert Downey Jr. is tougher than Tom Cruise.
Really?
Really?
Could Tom Cruise even grow a goatee?
I don't know. That's what you have. That's what you have makeup and special effects for.
That's true. You think Scientologists would let him in?
Only if they talk about it during the show.
True story.
It's part of the contract.
I put down Jason Sudeikis, or I don't know how to say his name.
I don't know.
Let me show you who he is.
I was like, I'm not even sure who that is. To be honest with you, Jason, who? I'm interested to see who this guy is.
He's in We're the Millers.
Okay. I'm used to seeing him without the facial hair.
Yeah, he has a little bit of facial hair.
I think he's too comedy.
I think you have to have comedy for Tony Stark, though.
But I don't know if he could play the seriousness.
But Tony Stark usually isn't that serious.
Well, Tony Stark is real.
He's only serious after he screws up something.
I think he's too sarcastic and something like that.
Right, that's why I said him.
His is more like haha comedy.
Right, and it is, but that was just who thought.
Like he would say a joke and smile or a laugh or whatever. And I don't think that's what a Tony Stark would do. He would say it and then just go on about his business because that's his life.
Right,
it's business.
But I don't think you could have picked a better Tony Stark than Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and I'm curious. I wonder if Ben Affleck could be the guy that gets the DC universe rolling. But we'll get to Ben Affleck and Batman here in a minute.
Okay.
The next one. This one was one of the harder ones for me to do. It was Spider-Man.
This one's hard for me too because I haven't seen a Spider-Man since Elijah Wood / Tobey Maguire, whichever one it was. Since Tobey Maguire, so.
But I just said Spider-Man. I didn't say Peter Parker.
I know. So, and then I don't know a lot of kid actors.
Right.
So.
I came up with two.
You came up with two. All right, I'll let you go first this time.
I put Jaden Smith.
That's who I put.
Did you really?
I really did. Because I think he could play that role.
And if he's anything like his dad, because the one thing I didn't like about I don't remember Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man being this way. Is Spider-Man is joking all the time. He's got these one-liners, making all these jokes. He talks to the audience like Deadpool does. He does that kind of thing. At least he does in all the cartoons you watch. That I watch, I mean. And so I think if Jaden is kind of like Will is, then that would be, he could play Miles Morales, or he could play, I mean, I'm fine I don't care if Peter Parker was black. It wouldn't matter to me.
Right.
But I did have Jaden Smith down. The other one I had down is strictly for comedy reasons was Angus T. Jones.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my gosh.
Angus T. Jones? You watch a lot more TV and stuff than I do. And movies.
This is Jake from... Oh my gosh. I did not know he looked like that
from
now.
From 2.5 Men.
Yes. Okay, maybe not.
Could
He
you
looks
imagine
old as dirt now.
Peter Parker with like a full beard.
But like right here.
Okay, yeah.
No,
That
I
one,
mean,
that
kinda-
picture that you showed me, yeah.
He looks
got
kind of dorky there.
Yeah.
And Peter Parker's dorky. Spider-Man's dorky. He's not the popular kid. He gets picked on. They make the joke that Flash Thompson, right? Isn't that his name?
Sure.
That played that ends up becoming Venom later. That we used to put Peter Parker in a locker, like stuff him in there, so. Yeah, but Jake with all the facial hair, that's a negative.
That's a no-go. That's kind of cool that we both had Jaden Smith. That's kind of surprised on that.
That is. Yep. That, all right, so we'll go ahead and. Did you have anything else to add? Anyone else?
I'm like, nope.
Well, you haven't seen Tom Holland yet, so you can't say whether he's a good Spider-Man.
He's bad. He's horrible. He's the worst one yet.
He is brilliant. I don't know. I really liked Andrew Garfield.
It's like, I don't know if I would like Spider-Man, but I'll for sure like Aunt May.
Giggity.
That's funny.
All right, next, number 3 is Captain America.
Oh, Cap.
Played by Chris Evans.
Once again, think they did an outstanding job.
Yep, I think he did a good job with it.
He plays a really good, like, by the book, like, military guy. Does a really good job.
Who do you have on this one?
I put Ryan Gosling.
Are you serious? I
Yeah.
put Ryan Gosling.
Really?
Yeah, I put 2 on this one also.
Okay, go
Yeah.
for it.
And I put Will Smith.
Yeah, I thought about Will Smith too.
Did you really?
Yeah, but I didn't put him down because I wanted him more on the joking side. So I wasn't sure because I know he could play the serious roles, but kind of like old Ryan Reynolds for me. Ryan Reynolds is a funny guy. He plays comedy movies. I don't want to see him in a serious movie. I don't want to see him in a drama, sad horror movie. I want to see him in a comedy. That's the only type of movie I want to watch him in. Will Smith.
So you don't want to see him as Green Lantern?
I actually need to record that and watch that, see how bad it actually is. But I like him in comedies. Will Smith the same way. So that's why I didn't put him on my list. I think Ryan Gosling has the looks, at the very least.
He's got the muscles too. I mean,
to be the Captain America. I think he could fill that position really well.
Yeah, I think that you could have picked someone else to play Captain America and it would have been fine. I don't think you could have picked someone else to play Tony Stark.
Right.
But I think there's several people that could have played Captain America. But yeah, Ryan Gosling, Will Smith, I think. So, all right, we'll keep going on then. And in case you're wondering, we have 4 that are going to be from the Marvel side, and then we got 4 that are from the DC side, and they just happen to be in the order.
Right.
So we're not just Marvel fanboys.
Yeah, I'm not a Marvel fanboy at all.
We actually are, but we're being
DC fanboy.
We're being good. We're doing both.
I'm a Dark Horse fanboy.
Next one, we have our First Lady.
Oh.
We got Black Widow, and that was played by Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. ScarJo.
Yep. So, what do you got?
This one I have 2 on.
I have 2 on. I put 2 on almost all of these.
Okay. I only did 2 on 3 of them. This one I have 2 on. I have Mila Kunis.
You think she could do the action thing?
I think she could. And then I'll give a reason after I say my next person, which is Megan Fox.
Megan Fox, yeah.
And now the reason why I say this is because anybody with RBF, which is resting face, could play Black Widow. I mean...
Wait, no. We need you to tell us what RBF stands for.
I can't say it. I don't cuss. I can't say that. I'm sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's that face that you have where you just look pissed off all the time.
Scarlett Johansson looks pissed off all the time?
Just her, like, when she smiles, you can tell it, and you can say that with these other ladies as well. But her generic face is a "Don't mess with me, I'll punch you in your nuts."
Okay.
And I think all of these, so any lady that has that could play this role. I think Mila Kunis would do a better job than Megan Fox for sure. But Scarlett Johansson,
What? I don't know that Mila Kunis could play an action role.
I bet she
and
could.
Megan Fox can. Megan Fox for sure can. Hey, did you not remember seeing that Megan Fox belly in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2?
But you don't see her belly. Like, you don't see Black Widow. You see Black Widow fighting and jumping and flipping around. Do you think Megan Fox is going to do that?
Actually, Scarlett Johansson doesn't do most of that.
Well, I know. It's that stunt double, but whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah, that's my... Don't look at mine yet.
Why would I not look at that? What are you talking about? Get a bigger picture. I can't see it as well when it's smaller. Yeah, those are my two choices. I think Mila could do a good job. Because I think she's got that quick wit and stuff like that where it'll pull across. Better than Megan Fox. I don't think Megan Fox could pull that off.
I did like Megan Fox in Transformers 1 and 2. Okay, I have Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
And she was in Blade Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
So she's done a little bit of action. And she was also in Stealth.
And Dawson's Creek.
She was not in Dawson's
Seventh
Creek.
Heaven.
Seventh Heaven.
They're
Yeah.
pretty much the same show.
Seventh Heaven is awesome. Because of her.
Pretty much the same show.
And she was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then I also have down Emma Roberts. And I knew you would know who she is. And
Didn't have a clue who she was.
She was in More Than Millers also.
Okay. She was the daughter.
The fake daughter, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Very also nice to look at.
Yeah, she's cute, and I thought she would play a good Black Widow.
A good assassin.
Yeah.
Okay.
She looks kind of sweet, like she could just murder you in your sleep.
Yeah. Murder you with a smile on her face.
Yeah. So, all right. So now we're gonna move on to Batman.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
Batman. I'm Batman. One of my buddies, a real good friend of mine, is a huge fan of Batman, and whereas I am a huge fan of Superman. So it's like we're like 2/6 of the Justice League right there. No problems whatsoever. Works out great. Are you gonna be Lex?
And yeah, and just for the podcast, I got this right here.
She's shining this bat symbol all over the room.
I got two of them. I don't just have the bat symbol. I have. Oh, that one may not show up.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool symbol. Oh, that one works really good like that. That's pretty sweet. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
So, what do you think about Ben Affleck's Batman?
I thought his Batman was great.
Okay.
It's not Christian Bale,
It's better.
whom I would say is the best Batman ever,
Okay, we'll skip over that.
and you're wrong.
I'll pretend you didn't say that.
And I'm cool with his voice too.
Okay.
But no, I thought Ben Affleck as Batman was great. He plays. I think if you're playing Batman, it's easy to play the character Batman because you put on a costume, whatever stunts you can't do, they'll CGI in or get a stunt double or whatever. The part where you have to play is Bruce Wayne, and
Right.
Ben Affleck nailed Bruce Wayne.
Right.
And I thought the same for Christian Bale
Yeah, I think everybody was up in arms based off of what Ben Affleck had done
and Daredevil.
in everything.
No, he's been good in other things. He was really good in The Town.
Well, I mean, and then coming in to be Batman, they were like, no way. And then after seeing him as Batman, it swapped a lot of people's opinion of him.
Yeah, and he's a good director too, so I think the Batman movie's gonna be good.
I think it'll be really good. I think he does an extremely good job as a Batman.
Yep.
Batman. I'm Batman. So on this one, who did you pick?
I have 3.
You have 3?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with my least likely and least favorite.
Okay.
I put down Patrick Dempsey.
What?
You know who that is?
Wasn't he from like the 80s?
Grey's Anatomy in the 80s.
Okay.
Do you need to see a picture of him?
Is he McSteamy or McDreamy? I bet he's McDreamy, right?
I have no idea.
How do you not? What? How do you not? You mention. Okay, here we go. You mentioned Grey's Anatomy, but you don't know which one he is on Grey's Anatomy. Then you can't mention Grey's Anatomy. He's McDreamy.
Okay. Next week, Grey's Anatomy talk. But it's hard to know because he's dead.
He's dead where?
On Grey's Anatomy.
Did you just ruin that for me? I hadn't seen him die.
I hadn't either. Someone ruined it for me.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
He died like 3 seasons ago.
Oh, I hadn't seen him 3 seasons ago.
Are you going to watch it?
No, I don't like shows like that.
Then what do you care?
I don't.
Okay.
But you ruined it still.
McSteamy's dead also.
I knew he
What?
was. I knew he was. Because the girl he was with was extremely good looking as well.
And she's dead.
And she's dead. Yeah. Everybody's dead. Stop killing people off. What is this, Game of Thrones?
Whoa.
Haven't seen that show either.
So who do you got? Who's one of yours? Do you
I only have
more than
one.
Oh, you only...
So I'm going to let you go again.
I have RDJ.
Who?
Robert Downey Jr.
It's Batman?
Yeah, Iron Man and Batman are pretty much the same person.
Billionaire playboy? Alright, okay. Alright, yeah. Yeah. RDJ could do it.
Okay, who do you have?
I have Dave Franco.
Dave Franco.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to have to Google that.
Yeah. He's for sure in The Neighbors. But I think Dave Franco could pull it off. It would obviously be a younger version, but I think he could pull off the Batman
okay.
look.
I know who that. I like him. I didn't know that was his name.
Yeah.
That's a really young one.
Yeah. I think he could pull in like if they reset it or anything like that, or maybe even a Robin.
I think a Robin would be a good one. Although I do think that the guy that played Robin in
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's good too.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, I think Dave's got the facial features to play a Batman for sure.
Is he related to James?
He is. It's his brother.
Are they really brothers?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. I think he's the younger brother. Because I was watching it was a clip of...
Well, I would think so. James Franco, I would say, is probably...
I think it's Cara Delevingne and Dave Franco were on a talk show and they did like a rap battle.
You know how old he is?
No?
31.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I should be an actor. That's my age. I got
Because that's what you were stopping you was you weren't old enough.
Chisel good looks to do that. No, who's your last one?
Ryan Gosling.
Okay, yeah.
I have him on almost all of them.
Yeah, he could play a lot of the different characters. I mean, did you see him in The Notebook? Take that as a no.
Can you insert crickets right there? I did see him in The Notebook. He was okay. That kissing scene.
Which one?
I'm
In the rain? In the rain? In the house?
Yeah.
When they finally meet back up? Which time?
How many times have you seen this movie?
Don't worry about it. Every weekend.
Do you own it?
Every weekend.
Do you own it?
Every weekend.
Every weekend you own it?
Okay. Saturday at 6 o'clock. Every
Wow.
day. Every weekend. Not really.
All right.
It's every other weekend. Superman.
Superman, next one. I only have one on this one.
I only have one as well.
Henry Cavill played it. What'd you think about him?
I think he does a really good job as Superman. I think once again he's got the build for it. He's got the looks for it. He could pull off a Superman at least by that aspect. That's kind of like anybody playing Conan the Barbarian other than Arnold. It'd be kind of weird. Or Terminator other than Arnold. But whatevs. I think he does a good job.
He needs a smile.
What do you mean he needs a smile? He's one of those like cheeky like half grins.
No, he needs a smile during the movies sometime.
No.
We've seen...
DC is a dark, gritty series, okay?
Okay.
Superman doesn't need to get people on his side. He doesn't need to please anybody. He needs to always have that pissed off look on his face.
With his pissed off look, I don't believe that he loves Lois Lane.
Well, it's Amy Adams. How could you not love her?
You got me.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know if it's Amy Adams. It might be Isla Fisher.
So who did you have for this one?
I have Chris Pine. See, this was the hard part. That's why we did a little research before the show to figure out who we thought would fit the role. And I think Chris Pine...
What have you seen him in?
He's in Star Trek, the reboot of Star Trek.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those. But I see commercials, all right? I think he could pull it off. He's also got that, or even a Batman too, he's also got that look of, I could be a superhero.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
He said, I can be your hero, baby.
You're not going to like mine.
Okay. Is it RDJ?
No. Zac Efron.
I actually had him on my list of potentials, but I was like, I don't know where he would fit.
Yeah, Zac Efron. He's got the chiseled abs. I mean, man, I would love to have that body.
Yeah.
And I think, Zac Efron could play. He's got a nice, clean face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Zac Efron would probably be a good fit.
All right, next one. We got Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
I only came up with one for this one.
I have one, and then this is my non-actress that I think would be an extremely good option for this role.
Can she act?
I don't know.
If she can't act, she would not be a good choice.
She didn't
Oh,
really have to worry about acting. She just got to fight. How many words does Wonder Woman say in the entirety of Batman vs Superman?
She's not only in that movie. She's carrying a movie all by herself.
I'm just saying. How many? That's the only movie she's been in currently that's out. How many lines did she say?
She also had, I don't think you've known a few women like me. And she
Less
said
than
that
100.
really sexy.
Less than 100 words.
Okay.
So, I'm going to say pretty much anybody. No, I went with Angie Harmon. And to me, she looks very similar, but yes.
How tall is she?
Now, if she could be in
She's 5'9". How tall is
Gal
Gadot?
I don't know. See, if you're going to go by height, then that's going to ruin my other choice too, because she's like super short. And that's not fair. 5'10"?
She's 5'10".
So 1 inch taller. All right. I think Angie Harmon could do all right. She might be a little on the end of the spectrum there, age-wise, but I think she could pull it off.
How old was she? Did you see?
I didn't see. You can just go back like one.
She's 44.
Like 13 years older. So she could be like part of the Amazons or whatever, but I think she could fit that role pretty good.
She is an actress.
She is. Yeah, she is. Yet my other option is not.
Oh, okay. I thought that was your other one.
No. Okay. My other option is a CrossFitter. Her name is Camille LeBlanc Blazenet. She's from Canada, obviously. Tamille. Leblank. Okay. I think she's got the build for it to me. I mean, you want somebody that's going to look good in a dress, but you also want somebody that's going to look good and like she can fight, like she can handle herself, like she can carry herself, and I think she could do that. And she's not much different looking than Gal to me, but I think she could fit the role of a warrior, in my opinion, better.
We didn't say, did we like Gal Gadot?
From what I've seen, she's acceptable.
Acceptable, really?
Yeah.
I thought she was great. I liked her.
Oh.
I mean, I liked her enough that that's the only reason why I'm going to see Wonder Woman is because of how good I thought she was. Well, I mean, and plus the show.
I thought it was because of the intro music. Her theme song.
She's got some badass intro music, too.
Yeah, her theme song's pretty legit.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you're curious on what she looks like, just look her up. Camille LeBlanc Blazenet. Blazinet is the last part. She's a CrossFitter. Like, yeah, I think she could pull it off.
Yeah, she'd be all right.
I don't know if she can act. I don't know if she can act, but you can work on that.
I've got your girl on this.
Oh, really? Angie Harmon?
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie, baby, yes sir.
Yep, that's what I put on there for an option.
Yep.
I don't know that she'd be a good choice. Like I said, she did okay as Tomb Raider. I mean,
nobody's done it since.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a new one coming out, right?
I think so. Yeah.
But my other choice would be Julia Roberts. JK.
I was like, seriously?
JK.
You have any younger women?
Then Angelina Jolie? No.
No? Okay.
That's all I had for her.
Okay.
That's a hard one to pick. I mean,
yeah.
Because you need someone that's at least tall.
Well, to me, I wanted somebody that was beautiful as well as strong.
And she has to have dark hair. I don't think strong matters that much because, I mean...
Because they're Amazon, they're a warrior race. Like, you don't have to have, like, biceps like a bodybuilder by any means, but you got to actually look like you could take somebody out in a fight.
Yeah, but I think as long as you look fit.
Okay, I'll give you that. It's like, I don't know
that Gal Gadot looks like she could whoop someone's ass. But she looked like it in that movie.
Yeah. Maybe it's just all part of the costume or whatever. I don't know. I just want somebody that would be a little bit more in your face. I also thought about Natalie Portman.
Oh, yeah.
Or something along those lines, just because why not?
Right. You know who, if they are a little bit younger, might be all right? Demi Moore.
Yeah.
But she's way too old. No offense if you're listening to Demi Moore.
Even like a Halle Berry.
Oh, yeah. That could be good. She's fit, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. I don't know about the long hair, but...
Right. What about Anne Hathaway if she was a little thicker? She's pretty small though.
I think
she's tiny.
She's well, it might fit for her, but
she needs to put 60 pounds on.
To me, she's got one of those faces too that it's like too nice.
Oh yeah,
but I mean, maybe that's what you want.
You don't think she's got the resting bitch face?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay. All right, next one. I have two interesting ones for the next one.
I have two interesting ones as well. At least I think.
Lex Luther.
Yeah.
And it was played in the most recent movie by
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yes. What did you think of his?
I thought he did a pretty good job. And we were talking about this earlier. I think he played more of the psychotic version.
Right.
Which I wasn't overall impressed with. Like, I didn't like the whole talking to myself and, like, explaining things and, like, riddles and all that. It's like, that, come on. But he did a good job playing a role and experimenting with it.
Right. What I liked about it is that he didn't try to be someone else. He didn't watch any of the other... Well, I mean, I'm not saying he didn't watch. He didn't take his character from the previous Batman movies. I mean, what the... Superman movies.
You'll get there eventually.
Yeah. So he didn't take his... He did his own thing.
Right.
And I thought it was good because... I mean, why else would he really... I mean, he's kind of crazy in a little bit, so... Wait, I liked it. I really liked it. I would say, yeah, 2 thumbs up for me for him.
You like how he did it?
Yeah, I did a lot.
Well, if you were to replace him, who would you go with?
My first one, Anthony Hopkins. I'm going really old.
Hey, you're going really old.
Because I think of Lex Luthor, if you don't go... I didn't go for the young one. I went older for both of mine.
Mm.
And he's a pretty good actor. And if you're playing an older person that's going to be old and wise, I thought that would be a good choice.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins would be a good option.
So, who do you got?
I have Leonardo DiCaprio.
Really? That's a good choice.
Yeah. I think he could pull off the, like, take over the world villain. I don't know if he's ever been much of a villain, but I think, once again, I'm going by, a lot of my stuff is facial features. I think he could fit that easily.
Well, how would he look bald, though?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Jesse Eisenberg wasn't bald till the end. He had long hair down to his shoulders the whole time.
Right, but he's eventually got to go bald.
Well, bald buzz cut, something along the lines. It doesn't have to be completely bald. Just short enough.
But it's got to be really short.
Yeah. I think it'd be all right.
Okay.
They'll make it work. And then he'll get another Emmy.
Who's your other one?
My other one is Daniel Radcliffe. We were talking about that earlier. He was Harry Potter. I think he could also pull off that.
And he would look good bald.
Yeah, because he was in Now You See Me Too.
I hadn't seen the second one.
Yeah, he's in that as well.
Well, I actually put down Jesse Eisenberg. No, I'm just kidding. My other one was Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis for dang sure. He could play a villain.
He can definitely play bald.
Yeah.
And I think he could definitely play the villain, and he could definitely play like the badass villain.
Yeah, he'd be wanting to get his hands dirty as a villain.
Yep. So then the last two we picked up, we decided to do two more that was characters that haven't been in the new universes.
Right.
So we're gonna do Venom and Green Lantern. I went ahead and put that Topher Grace played Venom in the Spider-Man 3, and then of course the famous Ryan Reynolds played Green Lantern and struck out.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. So who do you got for Venom?
For Venom, I put Aaron Paul.
Oh yeah, from
Breaking Bad.
You think he's
I never saw Breaking Bad, but I think
because you gotta think you gotta have someone that's athletic, unless you're gonna make Venom a bad guy.
Venom's obviously a bad guy.
Really?
Yeah, 100% a bad guy.
Really?
100% a bad guy.
So you're going against everything that's like been done, like all the TV shows and comic books, where
Venom's always been a bad guy, as far as I know.
He's always been an anti-hero.
Same thing.
Until now, and now he's like a member of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like in the Spider-Man cartoon we watch sometimes.
Mm.
He's like a legit Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. trainee.
Yeah, to me, villain. 100%.
It depends on who he's playing. It depends on who plays him.
Yeah, I think...
Now, Carnage is always
Carnage, yeah.
which is just the symbiote also, but it's been transformed a little bit. But Venom is a good guy.
Well, I'll call him a bad guy.
Okay.
We can agree to disagree. To me, he's a bad guy. He'll always be a bad guy.
So then who's going to play? What character's playing him?
Aaron Paul.
No, I mean who's he going to be? Because like Flash Thompson was Venom, Agent Venom, but he's clearly a good kid.
I think it'll be somebody that gets corrupted by the power, kind of like the goblins. It's like you do it with good intentions, but you get corrupted by the power. You get corrupted by the voices that are telling you to do certain things, and I think that would be the case. I would still say it would be not necessarily the most popular kid in school, but for sure somebody's gotten picked on a lot.
Oh, so you don't have someone in mind?
What?
Well,
That's like an actual character name?
Yeah.
No, I don't know the Spider-Man universe.
Okay. Well, I went strictly for the Agent Venom,
Okay.
and I have Channing Tatum down. Football jock, and I was like,
Yeah, Channing Tatum. I thought about putting The Rock somewhere, but I was like,
I
don't
couldn't
know.
think of anyone that's that muscled up.
right. That would be the only downside is he's
Yeah,
too
he's
muscular.
Too muscled up.
You're too muscular, Rock. Calm
Lose
down.
some.
Stop hitting the gym so much, dude.
Okay, what about Green Lantern?
I went with Mark Wahlberg.
Really?
Yeah, I want somebody that embodies the
That would have been a
ideals.
good Venom as well, except he's too old.
Yeah, the ideals of the Green Lantern, of the Lantern Corps, for the most part.
Okay.
I think he could pull off that. His Transformers, good guy.
Yeah.
I think he could pull off that for the right reasons.
You don't think he's
doing
too
this.
muscled up?
No.
Close?
I'm not worried about muscles for a Lantern guy.
Okay.
Not at all.
I got Josh Hutcherson,
I don't know who that is.
the Hunger Games guy.
Which one?
PETA.
PETA? Ugh.
Not a big PETA fan, but he's a good actor.
Don't like PETA. We need to go with old. Oh dang it! Hold on, I'll find him out.
But yeah, I thought Josh Hutcherson said he can do a little bit of action, and he's a good actor. I thought he did a good job in there. But yeah, I thought that's who I came up with for the Green Lantern. But I don't know that much about the
About
Green
Alan
Lanterns.
Richardson. He plays Raphael in the Ninja Turtle movies.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad choice.
He's also in Catching Fire. Yeah. How do you like
Okay.
that?
Cool.
In Laser Team. That's the Rooster Teeth movie.
Oh,
Didn't see it.
you hadn't seen it? No. Oh, you don't want to see it?
I do, but I don't want to be YouTube bred to watch it. But I think
I thought it was in theaters.
it was in select theaters.
Oh, you lived in Austin at that point.
Yeah.
Anyway, that doesn't matter.
It costs money at that point, too. I got that kind of money.
Okay.
Think I am rich or something? Huh?
Rich
Cash
guys?
checker?
Oh. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you got comments, leave us a comment. Don't forget to tell us who you want to be the next Batman villain.
Yeah. Other than Deathstroke, or why Deathstroke would make a good villain. Make
Yep.
sure you hit us up on Twitter at New Comic Fans.
Or at Gmail, and you can get us there you can get us at Gmail. That is, man, I stumbled through that, didn't I? newcomicfans@gmail.com.
Well, it's like you were wanting to say, New Comic Fans. You want to say, hit us up at New Comic Fans, but you didn't want to say at,
Right.
because you were thinking of Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I knew what you were going through.
yeah.
But
So our Twitter head.
wow, that was awesome.
Don't worry, we'll edit this out.
No, we won't. I'm controlling the editor. No,
So you
sir.
can- Twitter, it's at newcomicfans, and
Okay.
Gmail, it's newcomicfans@gmail.com.
There you go. There you
Wow.
go.
You can also find this on YouTube if you search hard enough.
Yeah, search New Comic Fans. That's all you gotta do. We got we put our podcast up there as well if you want to listen to it.
Yep.
Through YouTube instead of iTunes. If you don't have iTunes or phone or anything like that, we're on there. We also do unboxings and potentially might do some gameplays and stuff of some
Lego Avengers.
Lego Avengers. We got that here recently, so we're anxious to see what that's about. You get to see us in a different element. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. But
and by see us, you can listen to us.
you'll never see us unless it's an unboxing, unless we do a face cam. But it'll be a dual face cam, which is 2 people at once. That'd be really hard to do.
True story, bro.
So if you're interested in seeing stuff like that, gameplay footage, we'll have that up within the next week or so.
Yeah,
About a week ago. Sorry.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe.
Yeah,
we're trying to reach 10 subscribers.
Subscribe to our podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube, or follow us on Twitter. Just do all that stuff, and let us know.
Yeah, and you can be one of the lucky ones that wins one of these pop figures, or the Batman under the Red Hood.
It's like, yeah, we're upgrading our equipment, so we're giving away a pop filter that has been used.
Yeah, these are unboxed pop figures.
Pop figures, yes,
So,
yes.
Anyway, thanks for checking out another episode. Until next time.
See you guys later.